Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Mahmud Hassan, Assistant Teacher, Agriculture, Greenfield School and College. Dear student of class 9, how are you? I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. You know that your upcoming fourth monthly exam syllabus. In the exam syllabus, there is chapter 3, section 5. So I have to discuss about this section for the examination. The title of this section is Adaptation Mechanism in Fisheries Sector in Perspective of Climate Change. Adaptation, what is adaptation? Adaptation means adjustment. Adjustment of something to a new environment. Adjustment of something. I said something. It may be fisheries, it may be poultry, it may be any animal. So climate is changing day by day, but it is very difficult to survive fishes due to changed climate. It is important to overcome the negative impact of climate change on fish biodiversity and production. Otherwise, environmental balance will be destroyed and our food security will be seriously threatened. We need to take steps to adapt to the changing environment to overcome the negative impact of climate change for this purpose. Following adaptation techniques can be undertaken. Number one technique is though salinity is increasing in coastal region due to climate change, steps should be taken to produce saline tolerant fish and fries like bhetki, bata, parshi, etc. So from this first technique we have learnt that there are some fishes like bhetki, bata, parshi. These fishes are very much tolerant to saline water. So if we cultivate this type of fish in this region, we can easily meet the demand of fishes. Number two technique. Second technique is the water body where salinity is increasing, shrimp and crab can be cultivated. You know that shrimp and crab are also tolerant to salinity, and they are the main fish in the coastal region. So we can culture fish and crab in saline water. Number 3, the third technique is drought prone area where there is low rainfall. Big fries can be cultivated in the temporary water. For this region, big fries should be stocked in the locality. There are drought prone areas in Bangladesh. The northern part of the Bangladesh is highly drought prone, such as Nauga, Chapainababganj is drought prone area. So this uh, they are drought prone because they have low rainfall. So if we can culture uh, in the temporary culture fries in the temporary water, then it will be better for our fish demand. We can meet up the fish demand. For this region, big fries should be stocked in the locality. We know that tilapia is more drought tolerant fish. Koi and deshi magur also can be cultivated in the drought prone areas. So the northern region of Bangladesh, if we cultivate koi, deshi magur, tilapia in the northern region where where they face drought, we can easily meet up the fish demand in our country. Number 4 technique is, in flood prone areas or where there is more rainfall, the banks of the pond should be raised or surrounded by net so that flood water can enter into pond or pond fishes cannot go away. Some areas of Bangladesh are highly rain affected, flood affected. So we have to make net around the water body so that after flood fish cannot run away from the pond. So we can surround the pond with net. Number 5 technique. Number 5 technique is, by raising bank of pond in flood prone areas, society based fish fry can be established. Fries can be stocked in that pond where there is flood in that area. If an area is highly attacked by flood and regularly we see flood in that area, so we have to increase the height of bank, increase the height of bank of pond so that the fish cannot jump from the bank, from the pond and move to another place during the flood situation. Number 6 technique. In flood prone areas, fish can be cultivated in cages during flood. It is very effective method to culture fish in cages, because the fish in cage may not move to another place and they live within this cage. So it is a very effective method to culture fish. Number 7. If coastal area is immersed by water after breaking the groni means burnt, stagnant water can be utilized by fish culture. With proper planning, fish culture in cage and culture of crab in the affected area. This technique is very useful technique for culture of fish in the coastal area. Water, some part of the coastal area where stagnant water remains all year round. In that stagnant water, farmers can culture crab or shrimp. Number 8 technique is, it is due to gradually increasing temperature of environment, temperature tolerant fish cultivation and production of their fries can be carried out. For example, magur, rui, shing. Magur, rui and shing, these three varieties of fishes are very tolerant to temperature. They can tolerate high temperature. So where there is temperature is increasing gradually, there we should culture magur, rui and shing. Number 9. If pond water becomes warm due to increasing temperature, topa hyacinth can be kept on bamboo frame, making in few specific locations. Thus, fish can take shelter under topa hyacinth to protect itself from warmth. For maintaining same purpose, some creeper plants can be given opportunity for grow on water nearer to bank of pond. Here it is said that we should have to culture, or we have to cultivate some topa pana or water hyacinth in pond, so that fish can take shelter under the water hyacinth and be safe from the heavy heat. This is the adaptation mechanism of fish due to high temperature. Number 10, and this is the last mechanism of fish to adjust with temperature or environment. This is the technique is roaming area for sea fish is changing due to climate changes. Consequently, new movement areas would be identified so that no negative influence fall on fishing and livelihood of the fishermen. For this, modern research and survey can be conducted and used. So this is all for today's video. Now I am going to I am going to show you a video about adaptation mechanism. Watch this video.
Living underwater requires animals to develop certain new traits and modify some body parts. An organism faces following challenges while living underwater. The organisms should swim faster as there is always danger of predator. While swimming, there is always resistance from water, so organisms should be strong. Oxygen is not available in abundance as compared to open areas, so they should have some mechanism to absorb oxygen from water. It is easy to get infected by microbes in water, thus an organism should have some mechanism to avoid getting a wound. While fast swimming, it is hard to change direction, thus organisms should have some way which can assist them in changing direction. We know that fish is an aquatic animal. Let's see how fishes have overcome these challenges. Fishes have developed fins which help them swim fast. The head, trunk and tail of a fish merge to form a streamlined shape. The streamlined body helps in reducing water resistance. Changing direction while fast swimming is essential, otherwise fish will collide with rocks. Fishes have strong tail which acts as rudder to change direction and keep its body balanced in water. Fish have developed an organ called gills. Gills absorb oxygen dissolved in water. These organs cannot absorb oxygen from open air, and thus when a fish is brought outside of water, it suffocates and dies. Most of the fish might have danger of getting wounded from stones or from fights with bigger fish. Fishes have slippery scales all over the body which prevent it.